John, people may wonder why this is sort of, it's the mayor's talking about the end of December is passing the 2014 budget, and here you are on the 18th of November announcing your resignation. Did you give any thought to sort of going through this process and then announcing?
Well, first and foremost, my primary thoughts are about my family and what's best for my family. At this point in time, as I've indicated, an opportunity has presented itself out west, and my family and I are excited to pursue a new venture.
Sean, if you hadn't had the acrimony on council, would you be resigning? Would you be taking the job out west?
Yeah, it's difficult to say what could happen. I mean, I can tell you that certainly, as I indicated, the tendency on council of the personal attacks and bickering and really, ignoring the issues by focusing on personalities as opposed to the issues, it's obviously a real problem, and it needs to be addressed immediately, as far as I'm concerned. If we're concerned about the best interests of the citizens of North Bay.
Do you have a recommendation who should take your place?
Well, I mean, typically that would fall to the next person in line, so that would be Tanya Vraybosch, and then historically, of course, in terms of replacing the spot on council, that has also historically gone to the next person in line, so I believe that would be Mark King.
Sean, let me ask you this question. Most people thought, or not, maybe not most, a lot of people thought you were going to announce you're running for mayor today instead of jumping ship. Why did you not stick around, and why don't you want to stick around?
Well, again, as I indicated, my main priority is my family, and at this time an opportunity has presented itself. I'm very excited about it, and certainly my family and I are anxious to pursue a new opportunity out west.
Your dad was a mayor here for a long time. What counsel did Stan give you?
I mean, listen, I chat with my dad all the time, and he's obviously seen what everybody else has seen on TV on Monday nights and in the media. And, I think it's fair to say that he shares some of the same concerns about this lack of attention to dealing with the issues that need to be dealt with, and more of a focus on attacking personalities rather than, really coming up with any support for any of the arguments that are being made.
Is it fair to say you didn't have the stomach for the fight anymore? You said enough?
No, I wouldn't say that at all. If anything, I would encourage people to maintain the interest in the budget, maintain the interest in what's going on at City Hall, because as I said, many people around council feel that, because of the fact that people don't come out and make presentations at council, that they're okay with everything and that everything is fine. And I mean, I don't think you need to look far to see, the job losses in our community, the number of people that have moved from our community to outside communities, and you've got to play with all of these things and add them all up in order to be able to make decisions that are in the best interest of the community. And I just don't believe that's being done.
You think it's more about personal attacks than the bottom line? I mean, keep mentioning your family. Was there any personal attacks in your family regarding this?
Well, again, I mean, I think all of you have seen council and have seen the council meetings. And, again, I mean, I think it's obvious that, some people prefer, rather than dealing specifically with the issues, to resort to personal attacks on various individuals, whether it's a councillor or whether it's somebody presenting at council. I mean, everybody's got the right to their own opinion, and I got to say, I don't have a problem with anybody ever disagreeing with my opinion, but if they can't present an intelligent response using facts and information to present their position, and they need to resort to the type of activity that's gone on, it's obviously disconcerting.
Sean, I just want to go back to what you talked. You had a laundry list of things that you said that you thought were wrong. To me, that almost sounded like a campaign speech to somebody who was announcing they were going to run. Instead, you're announcing that you're leaving. So do you hope somebody picks up the mantle and carries on with this tactic that you've used?
Well, as I said, there are a number of other councillors and members of the public that are certainly share the same views that I do, and I do hope that they carry on and push for the types of changes that are necessary. I mean, I think that's obviously, again, in the best interests of the city and of the council as a whole.
Sean, I'm going to ask you about the public, because election night. I want to take you back to your election night 3 years ago. I believe you were second in the council race. You became deputy mayor because Peter Chirico left his position, but a lot of people voted for you that night. And what are you saying to them today when you know you're leaving your position, you know, a year before you know, asking for re-election?
Well, you know, again, I want to emphasize that I appreciate all of the support that was provided, not only at election time 3 years ago, but you know, throughout this last 3 years, the number of phone calls, emails, and people just talking to me on the street in terms of the support that's out there for the type of measures that I'm promoting. It's encouraging. You know, obviously, you know, that was a big concern, and something that went through my mind is that these people put their faith in me to represent them for 4 years, and certainly, as I said, that was a consideration. But in the end, you know, I've got to look out what's best for my family, and at this point in time, as I said, right now it looks like a great opportunity that we're moving to out west.
Where are you going?
At this point in time, I'm heading out there shortly, on Saturday actually, to finalize some of the details. So prefer not to say at this point in time, but looking forward to solidifying that in the near future.
Back what you were just saying about, you know, we saw